In 1984, no team in football was as bold and daring as the comeback Cardinals of Irishman Jim Hannafin.
Come on, let's go, D, let's go, come on.
On the delay, this time the play action. He's going to throw it deep. A wobbler one. It is intercepted by the defensive back, Leonard Smith, and he runs it in for a touchdown. He simply took it away from Dave Young.
Way to go, Leonard! Great job, great job. Well, we gotta have 2 touchdowns in this quarter. We win this. Touchdown and field goal, we win it. Let's go now. Here we go, okay, Juice? Here we go, baby.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you what, we could get 6 points here.
Max back to throw, throws over the middle, complete to Green, breaks the tackle inside the 40. Green to the 35, 30, could go. At the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Roy Green on a tremendous bit of broken field running.
Hey, a great call, Beautiful job.
Perrin will hold, as O'Donoghue will try and win it for the Cardinals. Here is the kick, it is up, it is line up, it is good! A 46-yard field goal by Neil O'Donoghue, and with 7 seconds left, the Cardinals take the lead 34-33.
Each week, the St. Louis Cardinals would fall behind and then fight madly and come back to win. Indeed, they won many battles. But more importantly, these fresh-faced kids won over the hearts of thousands. On Sunday, it was showtime in St. Louis as fans joined in a wave of electricity as the Big Red beat everyone in their division. The Eagles, the Giants, the Redskins, and yes, Dallas. On the field, they were a night gallery of horrors for opponents. Off the field, they were a family worthy of a Norman Rockwell portrait. More than a winning franchise, they were true fraternity brothers. A tight team won tight games. Each Sunday, it was high drama, the big play, and showtime in St. Louis. The Silver Season was truly one of the most thrilling in club history. Equal measures of Maalox and champagne were a part of each nail-biting Sunday. A Sunday where the outcome was always unpredictable, but the beginning was always the same. A closely knit group gathered at midfield with Jim Hannafin waiting to urge them on.
Here we go, baby.
He's not some head honcho. He's down with the players. He mingles with them. He jokes with them, laughs, and he cries with them. So I think he's a human being. He acts like one of the players, and I think his low-key attitude, the players really appreciate that.
What do you think of Charlie's new haircut? Huh?
Need less curl.
Let's get that hairdo on TV. Look at that. Pretty hairdo. Really a pretty hairdo here. That's a hell of an improvement.
The offensive line was in need of some improvement if St. Louis was truly to contend. Hannafin knew it, but the line decided to get their act together on their own.
Last year we gave up 59 sacks, and that's something that we were very much embarrassed about. And Terry Steve, who's probably the leader of our offensive team, got all the guys together and got us working out 5 days a week, and through it we developed a closeness between each other, physical strength, and I think it showed on the field how well we've done this year because of that.
Sometimes their physical strength got them a little too close on the field, and at the heart of every fight, you found a rededicated offensive lineman. In 1984, the front wall provided Neil Lomax with enough time to rewrite the Cardinal record book into his own personal biography. Linemen like Louis Sharp gave the shirts off their back for O.J. Anderson, who once again rushed for over 1,000 yards. Guards Doug Dawson and number 71 Joe Bostic cleared the way for Earl Farrell, Randy Love, and Stump Mitchell, who ran for over 400 as a backup. Randy Clark and veteran Terry Steve, number 68, helped carve a path for easy touchdowns near the goal line. Tootie Robbins pulled out with a purpose, rounding out a young line that improved with each passing Sunday. Linemen must prosper in the shadows of superstars, but blocking for Lomax made their job rewarding. He respects them, and they him.
I think if you ask those 5 guys up front, they think that I am doing an outstanding job at what I do. And they realize that I'm playing for the St. Louis Cardinals, not for Neil Lomax. And they know I'm still young and I make some mistakes. But I tell you, it's so satisfying when they say, hey, you're the leader. And whatever you say in that huddle, it goes.
In 1984, Neil Lomax fired for over 4,600 yards, breaking virtually every club passing record. No one in the NFC threw it and caught it like the St. Louis Cardinals. Doug Marsh, Greg LaFleur, Willard Harrell, and Cedric Mack were at the end of many of Lomax's tosses, and quietly, Pat Tilley turned in one of his best seasons ever. Tilley totaled nearly 760 yards as the possession receiver proved to be one of the most prized possessions in the Cardinal attack, feared by defenders and referees alike. And then there's a superstar, known simply as Jetstream.
He's got as much talent as anybody in this league, maybe more. He can run. He's just a superstar. His football, he's football fast, what I like to say. He can, when he gets on the field, he is a burner.
Well, kind of look over there, and he just kind of, either a nod or a little twinkle in his eye tells me that he wants this ball. And you don't give me the ball, I'm going to kill you.
Green is a classical performer, and his 1,555 receiving yards were the most in the NFL. In 1984, Neil and Jetstream perfected the bomb, establishing them as the most feared big play combination in the game. Green's knowledge of defenses is unsurpassed, and his secretarian stride and soft hands put him among the league's elite. Despite Green's heroics, the Cardinals stood at a disappointing 2-3, and the Cowboys awaited them. It had been 7 years since St. Louis had won in Texas Stadium, but this time they had a plan.
Dallas likes to come with lots of blitzes, and usually we make run quick out adjustments. But Neil, you know, he saw something on film, and we figured that with my speed, and since I was lined up in the slot most of the time against him, that if I just ran a quick slant across the field, you know, just ran away from the guy, that he could put the ball on me quick and we could possibly make the big play. And we did. I think we ended up scoring a 70-yard touchdown.
For 7 long years, Dallas had dominated on their home turf using the big play. Now, the Cardinals punished them with a barrage of their own.
Right before halftime, I think we were up like 10-7, and I caught a quick slant and broke a tackle from Everson Walls and made a couple of guys miss me and took the ball down to about the 2 or 3 yard line. And that kind of was a momentum builder for the second half. And it was the first time beating Dallas in a while and first time beating them in their own backyard. So that was pretty big for me.
Doomsday gave up yards grudgingly, but they gave them up nonetheless. And with one mighty spike, St. Louis rose up and put an end to their frustration in Irving. On this day, the real Doomsday was clad in red and white. Dallas couldn't decide who to start at quarterback in 1984, but against the Big Red Rush, Both Hogaboom and White were lucky to finish. Neil Lomax, however, finished up strong and finished off America's team.
O.J., the lone setback. He's in the pass pattern. The ball is aired out for Green, and it is a touchdown! Touchdown! Roy Green into his fifth from the
Dallas was the first to fall in the magical month of October, a month in which St. Louis never lost. Fans were buzzing over the previous week's victory in Dallas and against Chicago. It was clear that the team had picked up right where they left off. The Bears are ferocious hitters, but in October, no one hit like the Cardinals. For much of the game, the defense erased yards from Walter Payton's record rushing total. And the offense made the vaunted Bear defense look ordinary. The Cardinals rolled 38-21, and the next October victim to fall, the rival Redskins. St. Louis gained a 10-7 halftime edge, but Washington roared back to lead 21-10. For the rest of the way, the Redskins managed but a solitary field goal, as big plays on defense ignited an explosion on offense.
Tilly to the left. Here's Lomax getting good protection, throwing end zone. Marsh, touchdown! And Lomax passes long to Green. He's wide open. He caught it. Touchdown coming up. St. Louis, big high touchdown. No flag.
With 5 seconds left, Irishman Jim Hannafin counted on Irishman Neil O'Donoghue.
We wait the snap. Come on, Neil, it's baby. Good. The kick. It is good. Good. Attaboy, Neil. All right. Neil O'Donoghue mobbed by his teammates.
The Philadelphia Eagles tried desperately to avoid the October curse, but to no avail. St. Louis destroyed Philadelphia, in Philadelphia, 34-14. And with Sweet October a fond memory, they stood confidently at the top of the NFC East.
Then you come back with a knee tie.
Much of their success stemmed from Floyd Peters' defense, a unit that rose from 22nd to 8th in the league. Everyone hit, and on each down there arrived a new hero. Men like Leonard Smith, David Galloway, Mark Judah, All-Pro E.J. Jr., Hitman Bob Harris, and sack leader Curtis Greer. Number 76, Stafford Mays, plugged up the two-hole in a hurry. And linebackers Kurt Allerman, Charlie Baker, and number 59, Thomas Howard, kept the short passes short. On first down, an E.J. Jr. sack. On second down, another for Al Baker. On third down, Elo Grooms with a forced fumble. Everyone contributed. Lee Nelson, Wayne Smith, and number 48 Lionel Washington, who led the team in interceptions for the second straight year. near the end zone, Benny Perrin became the hero with an all-pro play. But many times the hero couldn't be identified, for he would be lost in a smothering red and white blanket. The defense, a unit that showed that when the Cardinals didn't have the ball, it was still showtime in St. Louis. Black tie and a bit of the bubbly are in order when you're the toast of the town. When you're winning, smiles come easily. In November, however, smiles melted away, as did the division lead.
Mitchell's in the backfield. The blitz is on. Here's the pass. Long down the middle. End zone. Touchdown. But there's a flag down, and they're not going to give him the touchdown. I don't think so. There's a penalty flag thrown, and the touchdown pass caught by Green. They're going to call offensive interference.
The Cardinals lost 3 straight. 4 games remained, and St. Louis's task was clear: win every game or miss the playoffs. The gun barrel was pressed to their heads, and with seconds left against Philadelphia, the trigger was nearly pulled.
The snap is high. Perrin gets it down. The kick is long enough. It's good. It's good. With 8 seconds left, O'Donoghue puts the Cardinals on top by a point. 17-60.
1 down and 3 to go. Russian roulette continued in frozen Foxborough. Against the Patriots, St. Louis played a near-perfect football game and blew away New England 33-10. Two more wins and the first division title in 9 years would be theirs. In the season's 15th week, the Giants came to town for a crucial divisional showdown.
Out of the shotgun, 3rd and 5 for Lomax, back to throw. Steps up, throws, and it's caught inside the 30. Mitchell, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, it's Stuck Mitchell on the 3rd and 5 play. He broke the tackle of Kenny Hill.
As they had all season long, the Cardinals fell behind. But yet again, they fought furiously and came back to win.
Here is Lomax back taking the snap. He throws long down the middle. Green. Touchdown! He picked on Kenny Daniel. They put a wing back and give it to O.J. running left. They clear it out. He's to the 5. He is over for the touchdown.
It was October all over again. 3 straight wins, 1 more, and St. Louis was a playoff team. RFK Stadium, home of the Redskins, the regular season finale. After the first 30 minutes, St. Louis trailed by 3 scores far away from home. Desperate times require desperate measures, as they say, and Neil Lomax answered with the greatest passing day of his career.
2nd down and 6 for the Cardinals at the 25. Lomax again to pass. Back he goes. Over the middle, he's got Roy Green wide open. Roy Green to the 40, the 30. He's gone. Goodbye, sweetheart.
The second half found Lomax facing up to the challenge, and Joe Theismann face down in the mud. of the Redskins. Your comeback hasn't a hope. But Neal completed 25 of 28, firing rope after deadly rope.
26-20 Redskins. Back goes Lomax, lofts it up into the end zone. Got Green wide open. Touchdown, St. Louis Cardinals.
A field goal gave the Redskins a slim 2-point lead, and time was running out on St. Louis.
Dumps it out over the middle. It's complete to Pittman at the 31-yard line. He's pulled out. He's short of the first down.
They got to get the clock stopped. Clock is moving.
Cardinals are out of timeouts.
They got to kick the field goal.
They're going to try the field goal. It'll be a 50-yard kick.
They're not going to get it on.
Yard line. 6 seconds. 5, 4. Here's the snap. A little low. O'Donohue gets the kick away. It's up in the air. No!
Again, they battled to the end, but came up painfully short. But even in defeat, the Cardinals were a team that exuded pride.
I'll tell you something about this football team. We all are in it together, and there are many other plays that could have taken care of that game for us, too. The thing that I'll always remember is the way they fought back.
In many ways, the St. Louis Cardinals were the best team in football in 1984. None were as daring, and certainly few had as much class. For 60 minutes of pure entertainment, the biggest of plays and the mightiest of comebacks, no team put on a better show. In 1985, the show must go on, and indeed it will, as once again it will be lights, camera, action, and showtime in St. Louis.